you know, it's a great feeling when you know, like, you've been kind of slipping on your diet.
Yeah.
But then once you go like on the scale, you're like, oh shit, it's not like that bad. It's not like you just lost everything you worked
That's
for.
because you lost all your muscle.
Actually, I'm not lying. That is one of my concerns. I am a little concerned about that. If like my strength
Muscle weighs more than fat tissue does. So there is a chance you're just swapping out fat for muscle.
I'm just bone and fat.
Welcome to the Worst Asian Podcast, where a couple Asian American millennials give you our shitty opinions on all things Asian. Wow, that was bad at the end. Sorry.
You're gonna have to do some auto tuning when you edit.
Sorry to you guys.
You're gonna add some auto tune to that.
All right, guys. Sorry. My name is Lingjie. I'm here with my co-host still, Ben An.
Chobani.
Sorry.
Chobani on.
I am starving right now.
Yeah, you're really hungry
If
today.
you guys are watching on YouTube or Spotify, I am starving right now. I think it has to do with the fact that I'm still recovering from what I had last time.
Your pregnancy.
My pregnancy. I'm getting these weird cravings.
Yep.
When Ben came today, normally I don't eat breakfast at all. And I can sometimes even have like a light lunch or just skip lunch entirely and I'm okay. But when Ben came, before we even started recording, I was like,
straight up.
I was like, Ben, I'm feeling kind of weak right now and tired.
Yeah, you're like knees weak, arms are heavy. I was like, you were just like, I'm fucking starving.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even like, hello, good morning. I'm fucking starving.
So I had a protein shake before the first episode. Now we're doing episode 2 in the same day, obviously. Same clothes, guys. Same exact clothes. Same exact place, same exact clothes.
We gotta wear our shit inside out. That's what we gotta do next time.
We used to bring a change of clothes, remember? We stopped doing that. You got lazy. I have unlimited clothes upstairs, but I figure if you're not changing, why should I bother changing too?
You gotta like Photoshop, like just change my shit like yellow or something like.
Oh yeah, change the color of your shirt.
Imagine you just do that. People are like, is there something wrong with my phone?
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of try to sneak in bites of food here without making it sound disgusting. I know some of you guys don't like listening to the chewing noises.
Yeah.
I'll try to just sneak in a bite here and there when I need to.
Just don't chew, just swallow.
How have you been these past 5 minutes, Ben?
I've been good. It's funny. When I stepped out of the bathroom, I saw Lingjie eating. He's eating Greek yogurt right now,
But from a giant tub.
From a giant tub. But the thing is, I thought it was a fucking giant tub of ice cream, and like because Lingjie was saying like from the jump in the morning, he was like, yo, I'm fucking starving. I was like, my man took out the fucking Ben and Jerry's or some shit. And like he's not even eating from a spoon. He's eating from a
spatula.
It's a spatula. That's the crazy part. Like that's a mixing spatula. That's for like baking.
This will tie into this episode, but
it's a good segue.
I have a non-fat Greek yogurt with some protein powder and some frozen blueberries.
Yeah, I asked, what do you think? How is it?
It doesn't taste that good, but I've been eating this for like the past month or so. When I get like cravings and I'm trying to get my protein intake, trying to get a little bit better, which kind of is what gave me the idea for this particular episode.
Got you.
Because I realized it's hard to lose weight eating just Asian food.
Yes.
Honestly, it's hard. It's hard. Unless chicken and broccoli is now Asian, like steamed chicken and broccoli is now Asian. Or some shit like that. It's very, very hard to lose weight on Asian food. But before we get to the actual podcast topic, is there anything else you want to chit chat about before we get into it? How was your past couple weeks been? I know you went out. It's been insanely hot here recently.
Bro, it's been really, really bad. Oh, I'm pretty sure I had a heat stroke. I just you reminded me. I totally forgot about that. So I remember one time I was
what the hell? You forgot you had a heat stroke?
Yeah, I'm so dumb. I don't know how like sick I can be. And like I don't catch it in time. So that's why I have like these like fucking emergency body failures. I realized that. So what happened was that I'm at work, right? And I remember it was for my birthday weekend, but you know, my friends come over and we're drinking and stuff. And I was just like, man, I feel really shitty the whole time. I was like, this is not enjoyable. And then I realized the next day, you know, management
that you don't like your friends. You're like, no wonder it was not enjoyable.
Like, God, they fucking suck, you know. But I realized they were mentioning, they're like, hey, so our air conditioning hasn't been working, and it was one of the hottest humid days ever.
Ben, you didn't realize you were in a non-AC room the entire time
because the fan was blowing. But I was just like, that AC really sucks. I just thought I was working my ass off. That's what I thought. But I was like, I also remember I was like, it was dead as fuck. Because it was raining and it was like during the heat wave and stuff.
And it was muggy probably,
It was disgusting. But I just remember I was like, you know when you're so sweaty, your shirt is just like sticking.
Yeah.
It makes that Velcro like
Yeah.
sound. It was doing that to my shirt. And I was like, oh my God, I just been so dehydrated. Alcohol was just draining more alcohol because it's a diuretic. I didn't realize that. So yeah, I guess I'm pretty sure I had a heat stroke because I remember that day I was not feeling good.
My wife almost had a heat stroke too.
Oh shit.
We went out to Pokemon Go, the game.
Right.
They do like these annual festivals in certain cities, right?
Go Fest?
It's called Go Fest, and they were doing one of the three is in New York City this year. It was in Randall's Island. So my son really, really loves Pokemon. Sometimes we'll let him play on our phone, Pokemon Go.
Yep.
But he likes the cartoons. He likes the cards. He likes the entire franchise as a whole, right? But we thought he would get a kick out of going to Go Fest because you go to the island, they have characters there, they have like booths set up, so it's like this whole interactive like Pokemon kind of thing.
It's a festival,
and you actually play the actual game on your phone. So we thought he would get a kick out of it. So we took him to Go Fest, but that day it was supposed to be cloudy and like a chance of scattered storms, which is actually good because then it would be like
no sun.
It would be like sticky, but it would be no sun, right? Instead, the rain was the night before and early that morning. So the rest of the day was just fucking sunny as hell and like 91 degrees the entire goddamn day.
Yeah.
So we ended up walking 22K steps in the sun, me with like a giant backpack.
Yeah.
But my wife almost got a heat stroke also.
Holy shit.
Because it was so unbearably muggy that day.
It's like the air is so thick, right?
Yeah. And if you guys play Pokemon Go, it's a game that you go outside
it's a lot of walking.
And you walk around.
I remember you, let's say for our listeners out there, Lingjie posted a picture of the Pokemon Go map.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking stacked with fucking Pokemon everywhere.
Yeah.
Was it worth it? Did you get anything good? How about that?
I thought the day overall was fun, right? So, because lots of people were there. My son got a kick. I thought minus the temperature, I thought it was a pretty fun overall day. I was actually okay. Like I could have walked a lot more.
Right.
I could have like gone whatever because I'm like a mule. I'm like a donkey. I'm okay like with the heat and walking.
Yeah,
and whatever.
carrying all the stuff.
Yeah.
Right. You don't mind going up the cliffs and
I'm
shit.
okay with that. My son actually walked all 22K steps with us.
Oh, and he was okay.
Oh, he was tired, but he was okay. My wife was defeated by like the middle of it because I think she was genuinely getting a heat stroke.
Holy shit
and stuff, right?
Oh, dude. Did you know? So that marks this when you went. It marks the 8th year.
Yeah,
I did not know fucking Pokemon Go
it was a long time. I remember because it's the summer when I got this house. When I moved into this house.
Holy shit!
That's how long it's been.
I remember playing. We used to just fucking go in a car.
We used to drive to Central Park at like midnight.
Yeah.
To catch digital creatures on their phone.
Yeah.
We used to even run around when people said,
"You're right."
There's like a Snorlax this way, and you would just like run.
Shit,
to like the east side to like catch a random Pokemon.
I remember there's a part in Flushing where it splits off from like Northern Boulevard, and I remember there was just people. I was one of them. Just had their fucking beach chairs. Do you remember that? Do you remember that shit?
Yeah. You just park yourself.
And people used to just park there, and that was the spot for Pokemon.
Because that used to be like 3-4 Pokestops.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot more now, all around, but back then there were fewer. So having like 3-4 in one spot was like the shit.
Yo, I remember how addicting that game was.
Yeah, it's very, very addicting. Yeah, very, very addicting. So I had a good time. Almost got a heat stroke. You almost got a heat stroke?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did get a heat stroke.
So it's been pretty good. Anyways, one way to lose weight is to go out, walk 22K steps in the sun.
And get a heat stroke. Yeah, if you're trying to cut weight, water weight especially, that's the best way of doing it.
All right, so I am trying to lose a little bit of weight right now. Guys, I get it. I'm in okay shape, okay? But I would like to be in slightly better shape. But the main thing is this. It's not even for aesthetic reasons. It's mainly because like when I don't work out and I don't diet and I don't like extreme diet, when I'm not trying to actively take care of myself, there's almost like this it's like this don't give a shit attitude that kind of permeates through the other parts of my life as well.
Okay.
So it feels like when I'm focusing on working out more, getting into better shape,
you feel more like efficient, effective.
Yeah, like there's this like brain fog that kind of like goes away, right?
Right.
And my goal is to like not to get to like 8% body fat or whatever, but just to like actively, proactively take care of myself. I think it feels like there's a psychological part to it that helps me.
Right. I mean, it does have a mental aspect to it. Working out, like what's that saying? And I always say like you never regret working out. You always come out of it like even if it's a walk, you never come back like, damn, I'm more depressed. You know? Like, you never think, you're like, actually, that kind of gave me, it actually gives you more energy.
Yeah, it does. It gives you like some kind of chemical boost, right?
Right. And it's just like, oh, now there's studies that show it does fight depression. There's just like a litany of things that the health benefits. It's just mental and physical.
Now, get to the part where you tell me about how you're failing on your diet.
I've been struggling, but this is the thing. I'm down 15 pounds now. I am down weight, but I still. Why are you squinting?
What is
why,
that?
Why the fuck are you squinting? Well, go eat your fucking fat fuck yogurt.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, please eat your fucking cream cheese.
Please go on.
No, please eat your fucking your Go-Gurt.
Go on.
Yeah, fuck, peace.
Go on.
What I forgot what I was gonna say now because I just got so fucking angry. Look at your stupid fucking jar. Hope a fucking blueberry comes out of your fucking nose.
So you lost 15 pounds.
I said 15, not 50. All right, is that why? Is that why you thought? Is that why you're squinting, or is 15 still unbelievable for you? Is that what it is?
15 seems not impressive.
Yo, bitch,
you went on this diet.
Yeah, for like 8 months, I think.
Yeah,
bro, bitch, listen.
Honestly, you know what? Steady losses are better long term. There you go, Ben.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You squinted. That wasn't your initial reaction. Like, you're just fucking eat your fucking yogurt. Yeah.
Please go on with your diet. How have you been with your diet?
It's lately I've been fucking up, but I'm just glad. You know, it's a great feeling when you know, like, you've been kind of slipping on your diet.
Yeah.
But then once you go like on the scale, you're like, oh shit, it's not like that bad. It's not like you just lost everything you worked
That's
for.
because you lost all your muscle.
Actually, I'm not lying. That is one of my concerns. I am a little concerned about that. If like my strength
muscle weighs more than fat tissue does, so there is a chance you're just swapping out fat for muscle.
I'm just bone and fat. What kind of creature is that? What kind of animal is just bone and fat?
Korean guy.
Korean guy
who does a podcast.
Oh man, it's a Korean guy podcast diet.
Can I ask you what kind of foods you've been eating on your diet? Honestly,
it's
when you're doing good.
Yeah, it's just I try to lay off the carbs. That's like the first thing you can do is just lay off your carbs. If you're gonna eat carbs, like portion control is a real thing.
Portion control is honestly that's probably the biggest thing.
I think you're right about.
I have no self control.
I'm trying to think you have pretty good self control. I would say out of all the things, right? They always say like it's like don't eat late at night. I think it's just 3 things: don't eat late at night, portion control, and watching your carb intake. I think you're right when it comes down to just portion control is probably the most. That's like the number one effective thing you have to do.
Portion control.
While Lingjie's eating a whole carton in a fucking Greek burger.
Hold on a second. This 2.5 pound bucket.
2.5 pounds, guys.
I'm only eating, I think, a quarter of it because I do it in like batches. Okay, I'm down to the last quarter, which is why I'm using the actual tub. It's not that I'm eating this 2.5 pound bucket. Huh? How many grams of protein is in it? Okay, there's 7 servings. A lot. 7 times 16. Go.
102? I don't know. 102? I don't know. 11, 12, 112?
You know why your brain's not working, right? Because the brain primarily gets fueled off of carbs. I'm being serious. It does. I
don't know why. I just saw something about that, and they were just saying that about how, like, you know what they say, like when you don't eat, it improves cognitive performance. They're saying eating is actually what is better because when it comes to high intensity situations, you actually want to make sure your body is fueled.
Yeah.
As opposed to it just being completely empty.
That's why kids like should try to eat like a more carb heavy diet.
Yeah.
Good sources of carbs, obviously, because like kids' brains are growing all the time and they need it to fuel their brains.
Mine didn't grow.
That's because you're on a no carb diet for a long time. Your brain is deprived of carbs.
My brain is smooth. It's like a fucking, it's like a peanut.
All right, so back to the food.
Oh yeah.
What kind of like actual Korean food are you eating when you're on a good diet?
So that's the thing.
Is there like no Korean food?
So you know how you're I would say this. You know how you're talking about in your household, like you actually refrain from eating rice?
Yeah.
Right? So that's the thing. It's refraining from eating rice. I'm conditioning myself where I just try to eat the food without any rice. And also mainly I just try to incorporate a lot more vegetables. Because I realize it's true. Once you eat a lot more vegetables, it does satiate your appetite a lot more.
Are those vegetables cooked in like a Korean way or just any kind of like steamed vegetable?
I'll be honest, like I've been trying to do this thing where there is a system. I forgot where the study is, but you guys could look it up yourself. But there is studies suggesting, depending on what you eat. So it's broken up into 3 things, right? It's usually like carbs, proteins, and fats, right? They're suggesting now, like if you depending on how you eat those things in an order, it does affect your blood glucose and like that. Just how it turns into fat and all this bullshit. But
Yeah.
pretty much, I try to when I first eat, right. So it's usually like an Asian Korean food. It's like the rice, you got like some meat and some kind of like, a lot of vegetables, right? A lot of fermented shit. There's a lot of fermented stuff in Korean.
High sodium.
Right. I will try to purposely eat the vegetables first because they say like when you have the vegetables first, it prevents our blood sugar spike from eating rice for up to like 30% or something like that.
Yeah.
So
once again, guys, please fact check any scientific sounding thing from us today.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, so Ben just told me to eat like a pound of kimchi, and now I have diabetes. Like I have hypertension.
Hypertension.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, bitch, I'm not a doctor. Kimchi's a shit, but you guys fucked up there.
And it's good for your stomach gut biome thing, right?
Right. Yeah, and that's linked to your. It's so funny how like much we kind of like know. It's like they say like, oh, your fucking gut is linked to your fucking brain now and all this shit. But it's like, just if it makes you feel like shit, then that's all it is. But I try to eat more vegetables. There's a lot of sodium. That's the only bad part about this.
That's the downside. Is there a lot of fat though?
There's not a lot of fat.
Probably
in Korea.
not, right?
It's barely. There's
when
barely,
you have fermented
barely
vegetables, it's
there's like no fat.
But there's like sugar sometimes too. No.
So that's the thing. You guys like that don't make your own Korean like banchan and shit.
Who makes their own Korean banchan? Even like most Korean people don't make their own Korean banchan.
They don't. But I would say for most part, like especially if you live with like a mom, they're gonna just ferment a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's like I realized in our diet, my mom barely uses any actual sugar in our
okay, that's
stuff.
good. So no added sugar.
Yeah, there's no added sugar. That's the only thing. But she makes things with like added sodium.
Yeah,
and added spice. That's the thing. Some of her shit's really spicy. And that's the thing. If you guys buy some shit, just please read the ingredients.
Added sugar is always a big thing.
Yeah, like people don't know like how much kimchi has sugar too.
It's hard to avoid stuff with added sugar. It's almost next to impossible.
That's why like if we go to like a Korean restaurant, when we're eating the banchan, like you could taste there's like a spicy sweetness to almost everything.
Which is good.
Yes.
It's delicious.
Yeah, but like at the same time, it's like, you're kind of drinking like that pickled cucumber kimchi is almost like equivalent to like drinking a can of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
It's kind of like things like that. But I would say the pros is it's pretty healthy, vegetable rich, fiber rich. What do you call that shit? Is it macro or micronutrient rich? The vitamins.
Micronutrients.
Yeah. That the cons, there's probably a lot of hidden sugar and sodium levels. Those are like the two biggest cons.
And then carbs, like a lot of the good stuff is in the form of a carb. Because noodles and rice, almost everything is either a main noodle or rice dish or another dish that has to be paired with a noodle or a rice.
Yeah.
It's like almost impossible to go to a Chinese takeout restaurant or just a full sit-down Chinese restaurant and eat the stuff but not eat rice or noodles with it. It's very, very hard because the flavors are purposely elevated because you're meant to pair it with rice.
Yeah, it just goes hand in hand for most of the time, dude. But like that's what I try to do. It's like I just try to limit the amount of rice. Like I realize how much of a difference. And also I just feel better. I don't get the brain fog. As opposed to when I eat carbs, I'm like, oh shit, I feel lethargic.
You could technically lose weight with carbs. You just have to eat like better sources of carbs.
Yeah, and also just like being active. So I realized we were talking about it before about like Lingjie doing Pokemon Go. You say you got 20,000 steps,
22K steps.
Yeah, dude, I didn't realize like 10,000 steps is equivalent to 5 miles.
Is it?
Yeah, dude. When you convert it, I was like, holy shit, that's actually. I was like, that means every day I have to do almost 5 miles, and that sounds really taxing. I think that's why they say 10,000 steps.
10,000 is just a nice round number. I don't know if it's like necessarily what you need to get or not get because every person's different, right?
Yeah.
But if you're looking at your watch every day and it says you walk like 3,000 steps, that's like inactive.
Yeah.
Highly inactive. And I get that some people have office jobs where they literally go into the office, sit down, and they don't move until like lunch break, and they don't move until like they clock out, right? So it's tough to like get your steps in, but I've been trying to get 10K steps a day. You know, it's funny when you look at my Garmin step bar thing, you'll see when I got COVID.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna ask you about this. So me and Lingjie both had COVID. When I had COVID, it just died.
It died.
Well, yours was the same thing.
It's like I walk like there was one day where it was 9 p.m. I was like, sweetie, I walked 1,500 steps. That's 1,500 steps the entire day.
Yeah.
The entire day. It's horrible. So like those 3 days when I was isolated in my room and I couldn't do anything, I think I got like on average like 2,000 steps per day.
Damn, dude.
And I felt like I didn't move at all.
Right. You didn't even break a sweat. You didn't even feel like you sweated.
Because in the past, I would go up, get up, make breakfast, get my kid ready, blah, 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 start my day, and I'm already at like 2,000 steps.
Right.
This was like, I was like at 9 p.m. and I didn't get like 2,000 steps.
Holy shit.
It's like fucking insane.
I was just going to ask you about that because I remember I was looking at my health thing on my phone, and it's like, and it's still like, I get more notifications when you don't.
Yeah.
They probably think you died. You know?
Well, my watch kept telling me to move.
Yeah.
It's like, move now.
It tells you more.
Please
to move.
move.
I was like, hey, you could still do it. You could achieve your goal if you just fucking, unalive, like to stay alive. Oh, yeah, you're right. And I was like,
So let's talk about some general things that we've written down about Asian food that is either good or not good in terms of if you're trying to lose weight.
okay. We kind of did, but
we're going to say just weight loss or body recomposition, however you want,
Ooh,
right?
Okay. Recomposition.
Because I think health is probably different than weight loss. You could
Yeah,
lose weight
yes.
and not be healthy. You could gain weight and be healthy, yada, yada. So
that's me.
I don't want to say the stuff that we're going to talk about today is healthy or not healthy. I'm just going to say it's going to either help you lose a couple extra pounds of fat or not.
Right.
Just think of it with that in mind, please, okay? So Asian food tends to be, the pros are what? It's like you said, it's high in vegetables, right?
Vegetables, usually good amount of fiber. I would say micronutrients are key there. Not a lot of processed.
A variety also.
Yeah, not processed usually.
It's low in red meat consumption, which is delicious, but also like red meat is in the long term bad for your heart health.
It's probably, it's one of the highest things that contain saturated fats.
Right, so
that's what it is.
As opposed to things like even pork is technically healthier for you in the long run, as long as you're not eating like pork belly all the time.
Did you know, like, apparently there's like in pork, there's like a good healthy fat in there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But the problem is most people when they think of pork, they think of bacon.
Right, yeah.
It's just like we're like pork belly.
Right. So yeah, my mom was like, this is really good for you. I was like, this pork belly, this is not good for you. And then I didn't believe her, right? And then I was like, let me look this shit up. And there's I forgot the name of it, but there's a certain acid in it that's in fucking pork fat. I was like, shit, she's fucking
But
right.
probably in moderation also. You shouldn't be drizzling your shit in that pork fat.
Yeah, it's like, don't put bacon fat on your popcorn.
Okay, Asian food also has a lot of alternative proteins, such as tofu, beans. I guess seafood is technically an alternative because I guess the Western diet tends to be very low in seafood as opposed to Asian diets.
It's high. It can be very high.
Because you know why? That's the cheaper protein back then.
Oh, okay.
Sea protein, fish protein, that kind of protein is much cheaper for us than, let's say, like
land protein,
lamb or cow or stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It's easier for us to source seafood protein than it is for anything else. But then tofu is pretty good. I read there's conflicting studies like if it's too processed, it's not good for you as opposed to like minimally processed tofu.
Oh shit! I feel like
tofu
I feel like
it's not natural.
It's not.
It's not growing from a fucking like tree or anything. It's like based off the soybean, but the soybean has to be processed and like turned into tofu.
Right. I'm trying to remember. The only thing they were talking about, I remember back then was like the estrogen thing, but you have to eat a shitload.
Yes, a lot of tofu.
That's the thing. People
for it to matter.
Yeah, like so they were like saying like the whole myth about like eating edamame and tofu, it's not real. Like you have to eat a ridiculous amount to grow like bitch tits like me.
Yeah.
So like guys, just eat that shit.
And at that point, it's not even from the tofu. It's just because you're eating too much food overall.
Yeah,
it's a little bit different.
I did read about that. I just don't remember what.
Yeah, I vaguely remember seeing something like that too.
I think this is the case where like there's nothing really technically bad. It's just like MSG.
MSG scientifically is not bad for you. Whatever feelings you have about it is the same thing as salt. It's just another flavor component.
It's funny now. Like I feel like there used to be a really bad stigma, right? There was about MSG.
There still is in certain parts.
But now I'm starting to see like a lot on YouTube where like these cooks that aren't from Asian backgrounds, but they're like more open to being like using MSG in their steps.
Straight up. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, dude. Finally, people are understanding it's not bad. It's really great in cuisine.
Tastes good. It's just another salt component that's very comparable to salt.
Start putting that shit in my coffee, bro.
Is there any negatives about seafood? Too much shellfish gives you high cholesterol, right?
It's the cholesterol part and the mercury. That's the main thing.
Oh, the microplastics too? Micrometals?
Yeah, the micrometals. Just also like, it's the metals like mercury. That's what they talk about. What else is there? Oh, and parasites. That's the thing too. Like you gotta be careful.
Remember our CTO was saying he saw some video about was it oysters and like parasites?
Yeah. No, I saw the same thing.
Just like how most oysters tend to have some parasites on them, even like if they're freshly sourced, they're from a nice fancy restaurant.
Bro,
but they're just gonna have parasites.
Yeah.
And then when he said he saw the video or the whatever.
Yeah, what's it? It was like some older man. He had like oysters, raw oysters at like an oyster bar. Right? I think it was in Maine or something. It was in America. And then the dude like literally got sick instantly to the point where like he got admitted to the ER, and that same day he just died.
Yeah, but then that's also the random off case, right? That's not the
like the super worst case scenario.
That's bound to happen with anything. I mean, take tofu. I'm pretty sure someone ate tofu and got like a really shitty stomach ache and like died somewhere in the world, right? That doesn't mean like tofu is bad for you. You could probably say that about steak, right? Someone had like steak and like whatever, right?
It could have had something in it too. Yeah, you're right.
No one stopped eating steak and shit, so it's bound to have something like that.
Yeah.
One thing that does bother me is like those microplastics in fish.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm being made aware of it or if it's actually increasing in microplastics in seafood and fish.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that like, so I think it's just the way, I don't even know. There's just too much microplastics in water, and especially, I guess.
Yeah.
To the point where like they're already innate. I don't know. They don't talk about it as much as like land animals, even though I'm pretty sure land animals have it too. But maybe there's a different process of their biology that allows it to not be as much. But a lot of the fish that we eat is gonna be farm raised.
Yeah.
Preventing parasites and stuff. But at the same time, there's a litany of cons at this point now where,
you know what it is? It's one of those things where the benefits outweigh the cons, right? There's probably drawbacks to everything. Like you said, red meat consumption is really bad for your heart health and saturated fat, but people eat that shit like it's whatever. They don't think about it. Same thing with like seafood, right? There's like, if you look too hard into anything, there's bound to be something negative. But you have to like take everything as a whole in total. Do the benefits outweigh the negatives? It's like Diet Coke that has that, what's the fake sugar that's in Diet Coke that's bad for you?
Aspartame?
In theory, that's not good for you. And if you consume a lot of that over the course of your life, it's bad for you. But if you're going out to dinner and you have the cravings and you don't want to drink something bad, one can of Diet Coke as compared to one can of regular Coke, in that moment, in a bubble, is probably better for you.
Yeah.
It's like these other things. Yeah, like, is that Coke as good as just drinking cold water? No.
Right.
But it's better than you choosing the alternative and drinking like, what's it, like 24 grams of sugar in like a bottle of Coke or something?
I think it's more. I think it's like 30 something.
Like something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Is it better than that? Because that has its negative drawbacks as well.
You know what's crazy? I just so we have like, security at my job, and I remember he was like asking for water, right? Actually, I just wanted to give him water because he hasn't been a friend, so he can't really leave his post. So I go over to him and I was handing him a Poland Spring, right? He's like, "Whoa, buddy, whoa." I was like, "What's wrong?" He was like, "Yo, I can't drink that stuff. Like, you know about like, all the stuff they put in this shit." It was like, so he wanted to drink the Fiji water, right?
He wanted to only drink the Fiji water.
Yo, he only drinks Fiji water, bro.
I thought you were about to say he drinks rainwater. He just wait for it to rain.
He just puts his fucking,
he opens
he
his
almost smell like Shawshank Redemption. And he's just like puts his hands out and shit. No, dude, like, and I was like, yeah, bro, like, you don't know, bro, like, it affects your pineal gland and it affects your third eye. I'm like, whoa.
Wait, was the last part affects your third eye?
Your third eye. I was like,
what is a third eye?
That's the thing too. I was like, is that your penis? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, but I was so curious. I was like, Roland, I need to know more because this is very interesting. And he was like pretty much like saying the scientific. He's like, I won't get into the third eye part, but pretty much he was saying like how all this water, and which he's not wrong. He's like the microplastics, the all the chemicals that are in it. Like I think they did a study where like there's birth control like chemicals in there. There's all these carcinogens and microplastics and fluoride and all that, right? I'm like
Alex Jones.
Yeah. And I was
Alex Jones territory at that point.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's true. But I told him, I was like, and he's like, yeah, but Fiji water is probably one of the healthiest waters. I was like, you know what? In terms of like what's the healthiest water, I could see what you mean. But then I was like, and I told him, I was like, Fiji just got a recall about microplastics, right? They just got recently.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, how ironic. Like, they just got a huge recall about microplastics and shit.
Okay. Let's talk about some other things why Asian food, generally speaking, is good for you. Okay. I also wrote down here, we tend to eat. I'm like losing energy. Where's my Greek yogurt?
Oh, damn. You want some more coffee?
I think I'm okay with the coffee. Probably too much coffee.
I was going to say also, I noticed in Chinese cuisine, right? I don't know if you want to go into that later on.
Let me just quickly go through this entire list we wrote down here. This is past Lingjie from 1 month ago, wrote this down. Asian diets overall tend to be high in whole fruits.
Oh yeah.
Whole fruits.
Oh, you're right, dude. Good call, dude.
I don't see a lot of Western diets besides like bananas and apples and maybe seasonal specific like peaches or some shit like that, right?
Right.
We tend to eat fruit on the daily basis, whole fruits, just regular whole fruits from the supermarket. And we eat that kind of like as a pseudo dessert
yeah.
almost, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be good for you compared to actually having a chocolate chip cookie or like something else sweet.
Or like, yeah, a fucking, like 3-layer chocolate cake or something.
Yeah. Like we don't have that stuff in the house. We tend to always have some
fruit.
kind of fruit. In my fridge right now, I've got some watermelon, some cantaloupe, and some blueberries.
Yeah.
You?
I have strawberries. And we finished our watermelon and pineapples.
The pineapples, right? Yeah, that tends to be like when you have a sweet craving or something, you tend to reach for fruit as opposed to like some cookies or something like that.
You know what's crazy that you mentioned that? It's like, I was just thinking, like, we went to karaoke. Like, what I think is really funny is like how like Asian culture, it's normal to bring a plate of fruit that's sliced up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, but we're having soju.
I was just going to say.
But we're having soju and shit.
It's literally like,
Yeah.
here's 3 bottles of soju.
Yeah, dude.
Plus some sliced fruit.
I remember like I was smoking in the karaoke and drinking the soju. I was like, I should have some watermelon. This watermelon's good for you.
This will cancel out the nicotine.
Yeah, I was like, the antioxidants will help with the carcinogens. But I was also thinking, I was like, that was the day I had the heat stroke. I was eating the fruit. And I was like, and it felt so good. I was like, holy crap, this is waking me up. I remember how much it was waking me up from that.
You know, people sometimes bitch about that. Oh yeah, fruit has sugar. Yeah, technically fruit has glucose, right? And
yeah.
they're like, then you might as well just like have a spoonful of like table sugar.
Yeah.
Fruit has fiber, fruit has micronutrients, fruit has like all these other things in addition to the glucose. So it's not like you're literally eating a spoonful of like sugar.
Yeah.
So you can't say just because fruit is sweet that it's just as bad for you as something else
There's
with
a
sugar.
really controversial doctor that like a lot of people follow. He was pretty much saying that exact same shit. It's like, so you shouldn't like, instead of having, it's like, yeah, like fruit has sugar. So, you could have a Hershey's Kiss.
That's so stupid.
Dude, and the other doctor was like, that is so dangerous because there's a big difference.
Yeah, there's a huge difference because it's all the other stuff wrapped around it, right?
Right, yeah. Like you said, the fiber part, the actual micronutrients. Yeah. And I was just like,
all the pesticide, all that's great for you. Yo, by the way, guys, if you want to buy organic fruit, there's like certain fruits where you really should put your money towards.
Oh yeah, you did mention this before.
Berries.
Almost all berries.
If possible.
What you call
try
it? It's
to
like
get
the dirty dozen or something.
Because those fruits are really susceptible to other bugs eating them, so they're usually more heavily sprayed with pesticides.
Yeah.
So if possible, if you can't afford it, just try to get like your berries like organic. Some things probably don't matter as much. Like I've never seen. Actually, now that I'm saying it, I've never seen organic watermelon. Have you seen organic watermelon?
I'm actually thinking. I think the best is seedless. It's either seedless or seeded watermelon, but I don't think they actually sell. Is that fruits that are not organic?
No, I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
There's no market for an organic watermelon.
Yeah, imagine they're like, yo, it's $30 or fucking $30 a pop.
The great thing about the summer is watermelon is so cheap.
Yeah,
it's like $6 for like a giant thing.
Yeah.
So cheap.
I was gonna say like if for the berries also like blueberries, strawberries, all those berries. There's so many nooks and crannies. That's why it's hard for them to be. clean.
Yeah. That's why they're sprayed so much more.
It is true. If you could just at least clean it in lukewarm water, and use some like vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and just like at least put it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't take my own advice. Sometimes I just run under like lukewarm water, but they do recommend doing that, and it takes a lot of the pesticide off.
I usually buy my berries.
You just do organic,
frozen organic.
Oh shit, that's a good idea. I keep forgetting about that.
This yogurt here that had all the blueberries.
That's frozen.
Yeah, just frozen organic blueberries because it's easier. It's already washed, and it will last longer also because berries tend to spoil in the fridge a lot faster too.
That is true. And also, I fucking can't stand when people buy sliced fruit.
So expensive.
Yo, dude, it's
so expensive,
bro.
But you know who buys sliced fruit, right?
You.
H Mart. H Mart sells it.
No, I think they do have
H Mart sells a lot of sliced fruit.
I think you're right. I think they do.
There have been a couple of times when I've been going to places and I had to bring something. I'll buy like a fruit platter from H Mart.
Yeah.
Because it has a good variety, but it's so expensive.
On top of it too, they'll sell like chunks of things. Like they'll cut it and they'll like they do with meat.
Yeah.
They do it with fruit. So like I think they do it with durian. I remember like you could buy chunks of durian.
Well, that's because the whole durian is so large and some people don't know how to cut the durian fruit, the shell of it.
Is it dangerous because it's spiky?
No, I think it's just hard to cut and it's not
it
very common
it won't hurt, you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just
People tend to actually like buy it prepackaged, frozen stuff like that.
Oh,
That's not that bad though.
But
All right, so fruit is good because we tend to eat that
that's
as like
so
a
true.
thing.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Asian diet, we do eat a lot of whole fruit. That's very
A lot
true.
of whole fruit, just like
with
hanging
little,
around.
with little forks and shit. Yeah,
Toothpicks.
yeah, toothpicks and shit. Yeah.
Okay. I guess along the same lines, when we do have dessert that's actually like has sugar in it, it tends to, generally speaking, be lower sugar.
Yeah, that is true.
If there is like a Chinese cream dessert kind of cake
I was
thing,
gonna say Asian bakeries. Yeah,
it tends to be, well, you know what it is? I've always thought, I don't know how much sugar in it, but it tastes like there's less sugar, right?
it tastes always like a light version. It's always like it's like American dessert diet. That's what it feels like.
I don't know how American people eat their cakes. It's so sweet.
Sometimes I have those cravings. I know what you mean. Like that's why when we eat, like we have to have black coffee. Like it has to be hot black coffee with like American dessert.
You ever had like a bite and it actually hurts your teeth because there's so much
dude.
sugar?
Yeah, one time I bit into like I think it was a red velvet cake, or no, it was red velvet cupcake because the frosting.
So much sugar.
Yo, frosting fucks up my teeth.
Yo, I think it's that
Ooh, I feel it right now. Oh,
the baseline level of sugar that Americans and Westerners need is so much higher than us Asian
like
people.
the tolerance.
Yeah.
Yo, this is the thing too. Like, what's it? Like black people, they love drinking. Yo, it's true. They drink so much soda and juice. It's like it's crazy. Like,
Well, then all Americans drink a lot of soda and juice.
yo, but
Period.
yeah, period. But this is the thing. Like, I remember I was talking to a good friend of mine, right? And I was just like, yo, he used to buy 2 liters sodas all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, dude, why are you buying that shit? Because it's on sale. And I was like, holy shit. And he's like, it's cheaper to buy this
Then
than
water.
some water. And I was like,
water, yeah.
because a water, like a Poland Spring is like a regular, right? What's it like, 12 ounce or whatever it is?
No, but you could get like Poland Spring water bottles like in a giant like
Right.
thing.
But he's like, but yo, I just buy 1 2-liter. It's like $1.40, you know, from like CVS or some shit because it's always on sale.
Always.
And he's like, yo, just fucking right there, just get some ice, like a quart container and fucking put ice and drink. I'm like, I was like, actually, I see what you mean by it. I was like, damn, that's kind of like how sad like the American diet, like the, you know, how we place things
Yeah.
like that. I was like thinking about that.
It's
dude.
like back when you and I were younger and we used to go to the delis. We didn't have a lot of money, but for a quarter, you could buy those bomb looking like
the pastries and shit.
no, the colored
Chips?
fruit drinks and the ones that were the
shit.
shape of
a barrel.
of a barrel or
Holy shit! And it was just like a thin metal cap
film,
that you
film,
just
yeah,
you
poke
just
a
fucking
hole in
poke a hole in. Holy shit! You could taste the chemicals in that. It tasted sweet, but there was an aftertaste.
so
It
artificial.
was like a metallic aftertaste.
But they were like the shape of a grenade almost.
Yeah, they were, dude, and they were a quarter.
And they were a quarter.
Yo, there used to be things that was you could use change to buy food.
Yeah.
Like I remember you could buy like those little cheap ice cream sandwiches too. Those
For
were
like
really
50
cheap.
cents, yeah.
Or the flavor ice pops.
You used to be able to like take a quarter, actually 2 quarters, buy a bag of chips and that fake drink thing, and like that was your snack for 50
you're
cents.
right. Yo, like
For 50 cents.
I remember when I used to go to church on Sundays. I remember just like getting like $5, and that was enough for me and my brother because you could buy chips.
Yep.
You could buy those little cakes, like little Debbie's and shit, and then you buy the drinks. And I was like, holy shit, yeah, dude, I just realized.
But
yeah.
how artificial were all those things?
Dude, there was none of that was real food. I don't think even the dessert had flour in it. I'm like, there's no fucking flour in this shit.
It's just sugar, just pure sugar and fat.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have any negative things? Okay, I guess we can. How do you want to do this? By where the fuck are we right now? We're up to almost 40 minutes. You want to do it by breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or do you want to do it by ethnicity?
Oh shit! I mean, let's start with the like you said, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then we can just like top off like certain cultures and stuff, or you can go over.
Asian breakfast, Chinese people, Asian
Rice.
breakfast. Okay,
Actually, you guys have bomb breakfast. That's the one thing I remember.
dim sum, not healthy.
Yeah, that's true.
Chinese bakery buns, not healthy.
Can you make dim sum? Depending on what you pick, it could be healthy-ish. No,
I'm trying to think what would be healthy-ish at a
just
dim
like
sum place.
protein and because some of it, the good thing is like
It's
a lot of
carbs.
it's carbs.
Everything is carbs. It's stuff wrapped in
Oh,
carbs or carbs
I got
itself.
it. You got to pick like the steam like vegetables, but then tell them not too much sauce too.
Oh, they put the oyster sauce on top.
Yeah, exactly. Like the long green. I don't know what you guys call it.
Yeah,
the green shit. You
Chinese
know?
broccoli.
Chinese broccoli. There you go. Just steam is like yo sauce on the side. You know.
But even then, it's sometimes sauteed. It's not even steamed.
Oh, you're right.
It's sometimes sauteed, lightly sauteed or something like that.
How unhealthy are those? The turnip cakes? Is it turnip?
So turnip cakes, if they're made with actual turnip, it's not that bad, right?
But
the
what
ratio of flour to turnip
That's
cake,
what I was wondering.
but the ones that you get at the dim sum places are a heavier ratio of flour and not so much turnip.
Yeah.
If anything, they're turnip flavored cakes.
Oh.
But like what my mother-in-law makes it, it's a much higher ratio of actual
vegetable.
turnips
Yeah.
to like flour. Like the flour is just the bonding thing for the actual turnip.
For the shape, yeah.
But in the actual restaurants, you can kind of tell because they almost have like a jelly consistency.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's like it's crispy on the outside, but it's still jelly.
Jelly
inside.
inside. That's when you know it's mainly just flour. So like that's probably not good for you.
What about chicken feet?
It's a lot of fat and it's probably a lot of collagen. But you know, chicken feet is fried and steamed, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. It was steamed this whole time.
No,
it's fried too.
It's fried and then it's steamed.
Oh, so it's actually really bad for you.
It's really, really bad
Oh,
for
I
you.
didn't know it was fried. I thought that shit was good for you.
Just because it was steamed?
Yeah.
Nope, it's fried first and then steamed.
All right. How about this? The little short ribs with like the black bean. That's healthy. No, don't tell me
Oil.
they fry it.
It's the
Is
oil.
it fried and then steamed again
That I don't know if it's fried. You're talking about the short rib with the
with the bone, and then they put like it has like scallions and like little black beans on it sometimes.
it doesn't taste like it's sauteed first, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's sauteed first.
Fuck. I'm trying to think of something healthy.
There is no healthy dim sum.
Fuck. Okay.
There is literally no healthy dim sum.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Okay, so dim sum
it's
gone.
a Chinese breakfast.
Chinese
now.
bakery.
Yeah, that's just not.
That's not healthy.
Yo, Chinese bakery, like you know what's crazy about it? It's like it's not too sugary, but there's just so much carbs.
And the secret fat oil component tends to be lard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know
A
that.
lot of places use lard because it's cheaper to get that in mass.
So I remember one time, I think it was a fat friend on the highway. He took me to, I think it was a Taiwanese breakfast. I don't know. It wasn't dim sum. It was a Chinese breakfast.
Did you have like sweet soy soup?
Okay, so I think there was one. It just looked like milk in a bowl. I think that's what it was.
Sweet or salty
So
soy
there was
soup.
one thing, and I was like, this is the level of fat fuckery, which, you know, surprised me because
I know
like,
exactly where this is going.
there was a thing where it's like a
Youtiao.
sandwich, yellowtail. So so the yellowtail, it's a sandwich with bread,
Yes, the bread is youtiao.
and then he took it and he dumped it into the fucking milk,
soy milk.
the soy milk. And I remember,
This is a Taiwanese breakfast, by the way.
oh, okay. I said I'm not even touching that shit.
Which
I
one?
remember.
The carb and carb, or
Carb, and I didn't do the whole thing. I'm not eating that because I was like, dude, I was like, that is just so. Ugh, I was like, that's just so much carbs.
What's the thing that they say? Don't yuck my yum.
Oh yeah, don't yuck my yum, but also like don't knock it till you try.
Yeah.
I just knew like, and that's when I was trying to be really healthy, or I was definitely healthier, and I think he was not healthy. So him just trying to like convince me to eat. I was like, dude, if I was running a marathon, I'll eat that. Well, I was like, dude, if this is just like a regular Tuesday morning,
Was the fried dough in a?
why are you doing it like? Why is your hand? Why?
Okay. There is two types
You're
of.
still doing it. You could just say there's two types. I don't know why you have to. Why? Lingjie is using two hands to grip something.
I'm grabbing the youtiao.
The yellowtail.
Was the thing he was eating wrapped in rice on the outside or wrapped in another crispy thing on the
It was
outside?
a crispy thing.
Okay, but it was the crispy stick on the inside wrapped in another crispy thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like a toyo being wrapped in like a youtiao.
I don't know what kind of
Anyways.
cock ring thing was.
That is probably
Rock.
not healthy because youtiao
Why do you gotta keep? Why do you keep stroking the?
literally
fucking-
translates to like fried dough. But
Yeah, it was fried dough. It was fried dough.
I'm saying the name
It was
translates
like
to
a
fried
Chinese churro
dough. Yes, that's exactly what it
inside
is.
like a Chinese hot dog bun.
Yes.
That's what it was. I was like, yo, I was like,
That is probably not good for you. The bowl
Yeah.
of soybean soup, assuming that it doesn't have sugar in it,
it has sugar.
it has sugar in it. There's also a salty version. Okay, so it
Actually, I don't know which one. Oh, you're right. I think
might
you're
have been
right.
the salty version. But
Yeah.
the soy milk soup, it's not even soup. It's just hot soy milk. That sounds like it should be okay, minus the sugar and the salt.
What?
No. Do you drink soy milk?
No, I don't. I don't like soy milk. I think.
That's
yeah.
basically warm soy milk. So that's not so bad. If you don't have the sugar in it and the
Okay.
salt in it, that's just warm soy milk.
How much?
That's not that bad.
If it's just pure soy milk, but it's usually either salty or sugary.
Yeah, so it's just warm soy milk with either salt or sugar, like two different flavors.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's
bro.
not so bad. The
That's
carb
crazy.
wrapped in fried carb dipped in that is probably not so good.
Not so.
That's probably not that good.
No, that was crazy. Also, I think that's like it's dangerous. Is some of the desserts, in Chinese desserts, like like that one time you fucking put garlic in my fucking Chinese dessert with like the beans and the jelly. I gotta say there probably has to be a lot of sugar.
A lot of sugar.
There is a lot.
Yeah, artificial.
But it's still not as sweet as
It's still
American
not as sweet
dessert.
as American stuff.
Okay, that's the thing.
There's nothing that compares to like a red velvet or like a chocolate or like a chocolate.
Okay, that's what I was
cake.
wondering.
That shit is high intensity sugar.
Okay,
I don't know how white people eat this.
I don't know either, bro.
Okay, what else is Asian breakfast? What's a Korean Asian breakfast? A Korean
That's
breakfast.
the thing. I was thinking about it. I was like, damn.
What's like an authentic Korean breakfast then?
I'll be honest. I can't really tell you what is an authentic Korean. But I'll tell you like what I used to eat when I was growing up. It's very similar to like a Japanese breakfast. So it's like there was rice. There was
Like a bowl of white rice.
a bowl of rice. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's like it felt like just dinner. It's just there's some things that are different. But we'll have like I used to have like a lot of miso soup. I remember that.
Miso soup.
I actually had miso soup a lot. Yeah,
Did you have Japanese parents for a period of time?
that's what it felt like. Now when I think about
Next,
it,
you got the natto.
we didn't have a lot of nuts. Actually, there is a Korean version of that too, but there was like some kind of soup thing. Mostly it was miso soup because it's just easy to make. I remember.
Yeah.
And
Miso
then there
tofu
was-
soup.
Yeah, there was also a lot of seaweed, a lot of roasted seaweed,
Okay,
and then there was like a lot of like egg. Like it was based around a lot of egg.
that's not bad. Egg is a good protein. For
Right.
a
So like
breakfast.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's very Japanese, like tamago.
Yeah.
And also I was like thinking,
But the tamago itself, the actual real tamago, has a lot of sugar in it.
yeah, you are right about that. Yes. But you can make variations of it. But yeah, I remember it was not a lot of things. We ate things that wasn't too like fermented. I guess that's the thing because like I guess we ate things that was very more neutral. Hence the miso soup,
Yeah.
just egg and like seaweed and rice.
Honestly,
But
that's
not like kimchi and
that
stuff.
sounds like a very healthy breakfast. I just don't know if it's good for weight loss, right? It's two different things.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep saying this, but that sounds like a healthy, well balanced diet. There's nothing wrong with carbs.
right. Yeah,
You should get some carbs, especially in the morning sometimes. Just
mostly
like,
in the morning.
but it's not something that you would eat just to like try to lose weight or anything like that.
Yeah, I remember. Like, I just remember a lot of it was just like centered around like eggs, rice, and seaweed. I remember because it was
Seaweed's good for you, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Seaweed's good for you.
Does it have a lot of oil? Some of it is pretty oily.
It is oil because it's roasted, but it's not. It's actually a pretty healthy meal / snack. It's like up there for sure.
So far, that's the healthiest of the ones we talked about, right?
I would say Korean breakfast, I guess you could say, is a lot healthier than Chinese breakfast for sure.
Some Chinese people will actually have a full-on meal for breakfast. So like there are some people in certain regions and like certain, I guess, family cultures where the people will wake up mad early to basically cook what you would think of as a Chinese family style dinner, but that's
Right.
the breakfast.
It's still a fucking feast, you're saying.
And I'm saying like it's dinner type food.
Oh wow!
So like a sauteed meat, a sauteed vegetable, like
So that's what
straight up dinner, but they'll cook it
right.
and they'll eat that as like breakfast.
That's what I'm saying. Like I realize like Asian cuisine, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's
very fluid.
It's very fluid. It's very interchangeable. I guess
Yeah.
you could say. It's not like an American breakfast where it's like you can't have waffles for dinner. It feels like.
You could have waffles and like fried chicken or something.
Yeah, I mean you could, but it's still considered like they'll like be like it's a breakfast brunch. Kind of thing,
That's true.
So it's like
I guess only dim sum is kind of like mainly you think of as like breakfast, lunch,
yeah.
and like not any other part of the day.
I would say also Chinese cuisine. You guys definitely, I think, emphasize more seafood. Where Koreans, we emphasize now a lot more like lamb meat. So like pork belly is really, really like important to us.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. I guess breakfast is not that good for anybody.
Yeah, probably not.
I can't find any good weight loss Asian breakfasts.
Yeah, but like I was looking
When
at
I'm
like,
trying to
Japanese-
lose weight, I just don't eat breakfast. How about you?
Yeah, I try to avoid it, but then I fuck it up by eating more.
You know what it is too? Sometimes when I feel like I have a full on meal early in the morning, I get like a weird kind of brain fog because I'm like, I feel too satiated, like a little bit too
And
full.
comfortable. Yeah.
And I don't have like a clear mind. And this is just a me thing, but when I don't eat breakfast and I'm fasting through like lunch sometimes,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm mentally more clear than when I eat breakfast.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I eat like a really heavy breakfast, if me and my wife are having brunch or something,
Right.
I feel like I'm done mentally for the
whole
whole
day.
day. Because
I
I'm
know
like,
what you
oh,
mean.
I'm so full and I'm lethargic and I'm
Right.
just like slow overall.
You know what's crazy? I remember there was one point where my diet was so bad. I was after every meal, I felt the brain fog, just everything. I just felt the itis and everything. I was like, that's a really bad sign that your body is just not functioning properly.
Yeah.
Like it's not breaking down because it was instant. So as soon as I ate, I was like, holy shit, I feel like sleeping. And I was like, oh man, I am a fat fuck. I was like, I gotta change this shit.
Okay, you want to get to lunch, or do you want to do a different?
I mean, I was gonna say for me,
Lunch and
personally,
dinner is pretty much
it's
the
all
same.
interchangeable. I was gonna say like we could go into like different cultures.
Okay.
You know.
Let's go into none of our own cultures. Japanese diet. I have here written down for known for fish, high in vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
The food is rich in protein, lean protein, healthy fats. Fish is an important part of the Japanese diet and is usually consumed at least once or twice per day. Fish is typically, traditionally grilled or steamed and is served with a side of vegetables. That is true. Grilled or steamed should be a lot heavier. It's like how most Japanese kitchens have like a fish grill that's next to the stove. If you ever seen it, that's like a standard part. It's like how we have microwaves. They have like literally a pull out like fish grill thing.
Yes,
because that's such a big part of their staple diet. I guess another important part is a lot of Japanese food is soy based.
Yes.
Soy tends to be like a good alternative part of
that natto, bro. They eat that natto, and that's like considered a fucking superfood.
Natto, tofu, edamame, miso soup also is all like soy based products that they consume a lot.
If you think about it, their diet it's not very, it's light. It's not like sodium rich, you know, like, and they put everything on the side or sauces, you know, like like Japanese known for tempura, but they don't. But that's like a separate thing, you know. They don't really try to do like a lot of fried food too.
Yeah. And the tempura is not like heavily seasoned or anything like that. If anything, the seasoning and the dipping sauce is usually on the side for you.
Like imagine like being able to like live in Japan and like you could have sushi every day, you know. Like that's almost like what they're eating. It's like they're almost like probably like, oh, I'll probably have a chirashi bowl or something.
What is it like? Omega-3. Got a brain fog right now. Omega-3
fatty acids,
like that's naturally occurring in a lot of fish and seafood.
Yeah,
just tends to be a part of the diet. I bet you like the fish oil supplement industry in Japan is not doing very well.
No, yeah,
just because it's like so natural.
This is like, yo, eat the real fucking thing.
Yeah, as opposed to here in America, I think almost everyone that is trying to be healthy takes some kind of fish supplement because we don't get enough of that in our regular diet.
Yeah.
No, we do as Asian people.
Oh yeah, but
like America overall does not.
You know what's crazy? There was this Japanese woman. I think she's considered the longest living Dodgers fan.
Dodgers fan?
Yeah, LA Dodgers.
That's a very specific thing. Okay.
And I think like she just went to the game and stuff. She was, you know, she was at the opening of the game. I think she was 110 years old. But this is the thing I also realized, like, she was a fan since they were the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that was a crazy part, dude. And now she's still a fan while they're the fucking LA Dodgers. But she was like 110. And I was like, you know, they say like about how like Japanese culture, like they just live long as fuck. You know?
I am very interested to see if there's a study between native Japanese people living in Japan and their life expectancy versus Japanese Americans living here. And to see like how much of a detrimental effect our country has on the Japanese people.
Yeah.
It's like, what's stronger, the American diet or Japanese
culture?
Genetics.
Oh, yeah.
Which will like win in those two things, right? Because you know that like Japanese people in Japan, if they're doing like a standard diet over there, are probably living longer, right? Genetics plus the diet.
No, it's true. I think like they did so far, like they took like a map of Japan. They always realized that, you know, Japanese in, you know, urban city areas tend to always live less than ones that are living in like the countryside.
That's true, right?
You know? And I was just like thinking, for like Japanese culture, a lot of it has to do with just, I guess, like stress levels too, I guess. But also,
no, they have high stress levels.
I guess, okay, you know what it is? I was thinking about like, I think Koreans can live just as long as Japanese people. But since we smoke cigarettes and drink so much soju.
No, you guys drink so much more.
Yeah. And also the cigarettes, especially, I think.
No, Japanese people drink a lot too.
I feel like Japanese people, I don't know, man. I think, you know what it is? I could be wrong here. Japanese people do tend to drink a lot. But I think the thing with Korean culture is that we tend to just drink with like everything. Like we're going to eat and drink.
Breakfast is soju. Lunch is soju. That is true because Japanese people,
you know what I'm saying, right?
Can drink a lot, but that's like post work hours at the bar
it's
once a day.
It's like, oh, they're doing actual happy hour. We have happy hour at breakfast, I think. I think you're right. It's happy day. Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think that's the big difference. I think if we took off or like limited our smoking and drinking, maybe we got another 10 more years, I feel like.
Do Japanese people still smoke as much as younger?
No, not barely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know Koreans for a fact. Like,
Younger people still smoke a lot. I know. Yeah.
yeah, because fucking Korea just like makes cigarettes more tasty now.
Do they?
Yeah, dude. There's like, I think there was one that was like milkshake flavor. I was like, and I had it. I was like, this is delicious. I was like, this is. I was like, can you get me this shit? It's delicious. I was like, this makes people want to smoke.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And it still has nicotine?
Oh yeah, bro. They always say it's lighter.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this just makes me feel like I can smoke this all day now.
Yeah. It's like if you have like I don't know, like a low fat bag of chips,
Bro.
but it tastes so good, so you have 2 of them instead.
Yeah, dude. Like, I was like, wait, this cigarette's like a Kit Kat flavor? I don't know. Like, it was ridiculous.
Green tea matcha.
Yeah, it's actually a Kit Kat. I'm just smoking a Kit Kat. Like, that's what I was saying. I was like,
Ben's just eating a regular.
I eat the cigarette after. Dude, it's crazy, man.
I think another part is like Japanese food tends to be in smaller portion sizes.
Oh, yes.
Overall. So it's not even that you, the person, has the willpower to eat less. It's just that you're given less food overall. Right? Because they always say like when they come over here to America and they get our portion sizes, they're like, how the fuck do you eat all this food that they give to you?
Oh, so another thing. So you know how like people notice like, oh, why are Korean people tend to be taller? Right? Like so
That's
rapidly.
kind of true, yeah.
So what's that? I just found out from a good friend of mine, right?
It's the nicotine, isn't it? it's the matcha flavored nicotine.
It's the soju and shit. They're just bathing in it.
It's like soju high in calcium.
No. It's so they it's they're saying that they're introducing GMO foods to Koreans now. That's what they're saying because America.
I'm squinting because I don't know if this is true.
That's what so apparently it's from my friend's mother and she's in Korea and she was saying like, yeah, like they're introducing more like genetically modified food.
But how does that make you, the person consuming it, grow taller?
You don't like, dude, like look at fucking
GMOs, like technically speaking on the definition level, it just means that that plant has been modified for a certain reason. So in theory, and I'm not trying to defend one way or the other. I'm just trying to say like, so like in theory, like if you want this corn to be resistant to a certain pesticide that you're spraying, right? You modify it so that it's resistant to that one pesticide.
How does that affect? No, you're thinking
right. So how does that affect the actual plant? I get it. And then how does that in turn affect you, the person that's eating it?
Got you.
But you're saying there's somehow modifying it so that it makes you grow more?
Right. So
I would eat that food.
Yeah. So this is what it is. Like right now in America, like are like all of our foods in general, they're just modified. So they're just bigger now. So look at chickens, look at cows, look at almost all of our land animals. Dude, the cows can't even like hold themselves up because they have just so much more mass and meat.
Some of that is also selective breeding.
Yeah, selective breeding, yes.
Just want to throw that in.
But also, like, our chickens are bigger. That's why, like, I remember my friend was saying, he's like, bro, like, I remember growing up, he's saying, he's like, when I was growing up, chicken wings were chickens.
Yeah.
Now they're like as big
Turkeys.
as turkeys. And like, you could look at, like, if a good example is like looking at drumsticks.
They're much bigger.
Yeah, if they used to compare drumsticks and they noticed that drumsticks are like almost 3 times the size.
Sometimes when I go like buy chicken wings raw at the supermarket and there's like large ones and small ones, I'm like, oh, this one's a natty and that one's on steroids.
Yeah. It's like, you
natty,
you natty, bro? It's like, caw.
And for those that don't get that joke, natty is just a gym term to mean that you're natural. You're not taking like steroids and supplements. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what that's what it is. The chickens are like, yeah, I'm just taking creatine, but it's not true. They're
creatine's good for your brain. Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so they're introducing these fucking jacked up steroid chickens.
How do we get to this shit?
Oh yeah, we're talking about different cultures. Japan.
Honestly,
Portions.
I feel like Japanese food seems to be the easiest one to lose weight on. Now that I'm looking at all this,
it's not the easiest.
Chinese food.
No, I was
Indian food.
No, I was gonna say Indian and Filipino.
Filipino food, yes.
Indian
food.
I always say Filipino food is the Asian version of soul food.
There's a portion of Indian food where I'm like, how can you get fat when it's all vegetarian? And then I look at the amount of butter that goes in some of that shit. I'm like, that's how you can gain all the weight.
It's amount of butter and also it's very carb rich.
Yeah.
Because of the naan and then just rice and it's just delicious ass sauces, bro.
Yep.
Yo, they have a dish called butter chicken, bro. Like, think about that butter chicken. That sounds good right now, though.
What is bad with Filipino food, though? Like, what is...
Filipino food is so bad for you. It's like, first of all, like...
It's very pork heavy.
It's just... Not only is their portions big, too. Like, it's...
Oh, yeah, they are bigger portions.
Yeah, but like everything about their food, it's just rich. Even the desserts are rich. A lot of it's condensed milk based.
Yeah.
Like...
Artificial sweeteners, yeah.
What's it? Flan. They make fucking dope ass flan.
Yeah.
They make halo. They make fucking...
Halo is so artificial, but also very good.
Yeah, this is a lot of fucking condensed milk in that shit. And like, there's ice cream and stuff. a lot of the shit is fried or it's just heavy, bro. Like lumpias, the fucking crispy pork feet thing that's fucking delicious. Adobo, it's either pork or chicken. It's a lot of pork rich.
That's true.
Food.
Yeah. It's very pork heavy.
Yeah, but like, and it's just there's a lot of flavor. Like, don't worry, I love Filipino food, but it's like there's a lot of sodium, and it's just rich in everything.
What about Chinese food? It's just a lot of oil and sauces.
Yeah, a lot of MSG and oil. But that's
and very large portions of like almost everything.
Yeah, but I would say like Chinese food I think you could almost go on a diet because Chinese food. Yeah, because like
if you don't eat it,
what I used to do when I used to go to like Chinese takeout, I used to just tell them, I want chicken and broccoli, no sauce, right? Very little oil and brown rice on the side. And if you do that, it's actually a pretty healthy meal.
Yeah, but then you're making it not Chinese anymore.
Yeah, it just became like a meal prep. Yeah, meal prep, like bro.
Pretty much, right? Yeah, it's not that. What about Korean food then? Korean food can be high in protein because of the Korean barbecue. Yeah. But at the same time, that Korean barbecue, some of it, the marinated ones, are very high in sugar.
High in sugar, yeah.
Very high in sugar. You'll be surprised how much like sugar is in Korean marinade.
Do you remember that time we used to go to, we still do occasionally Picnic Garden?
Yeah.
And then I remember, I think you pointed it out, like, because they don't serve sodas, they serve sodas in cans, to guess, right? But then you notice that they have these fucking case of 2-liter sodas. And then Lingjie was like, dude, that's probably what they're using to marinate the meat. And I was like, that's what Korean people do. But then I was like, oh, they definitely do it here.
So then after I found that out, when I started marinating my kalbi at home,
yeah,
I also used to just put a can of Coke into it as well.
Right.
And then that plus the other sauces that go into it, I'm like, this tastes exactly like what it tastes like at the restaurant now.
Yeah.
It's because it's that Coke that's in there. And I don't know if like it has something to do with the carbonated fizz helps to marinate. Is that a thing as well?
The carbonation helps break it down, and then the sugar helps sweeten it. So when you grill the meat, the sugar gives it that char.
It also makes your grill catch on fire because there's so much sugar in there.
Yeah.
Korean food, a little bit more difficult. If you got like non-marinated Korean barbecue, maybe you could get away with it. But like you said before, it's also very, very carb heavy with the rice, noodles, and rice cakes, especially. You guys love your fucking rice cakes.
Oh, yeah.
If anything, I would say between these desserts, Korean dessert can be the sweetest. Because you have, what is it, bingsu? You have a lot of pastries now also. Because you're a big coffee pastry culture.
We rip off the French like crazy.
Yeah.
And I would definitely say out of all the Asian cultures, our dessert is becoming more Americanized.
Yes.
Like European influence.
European influence, yes.
Yeah, so we are, it's butter rich, and it's sugar rich. Yes.
So that's probably one of the downsides. So I guess we've missed a bunch of Asian countries, but I would say between the ones we talked about, maybe Japanese is the clear winner.
I think Japanese
if you're trying to lose weight.
Because you could literally just be like, you know what, I'm just going to eat sashimi. If you think about it.
Or like a grilled mackerel or like a grilled something on fish.
Right. You know what, give me a grilled mackerel, wrap some seaweed on it. Give me a mackerel burrito. I don't know what you fucking call it. Like a fucking hand roll, right? Like, yeah, it's, Japanese culture, you could definitely go fucking extremely healthy.
The one thing that I don't get, and this is a Korean thing and also like a Japanese thing, is a rice ball. Because that's also a very Korean thing. It's also a very Japanese thing. Like, it's literally just a ball of rice.
Yeah.
Slightly condensed. Sometimes in the middle, they have like one tiny lump of some kind of protein.
That's the thing. It's always a tiny lump.
But I don't get how. Okay, maybe because I don't eat rice overall, that I don't get the appeal of a bowl of rice. Essentially, what is a bowl of rice in handheld form?
I know what you mean. Because like in the end, it's just like, what's the difference between just having the rice and then like the protein, whatever, on the side?
And you can have more protein because the rice bowl usually has very, very little filling, if it's even. And like sometimes people have that as is, like no filling. It's just a rice ball with seaweed. It's like a plain one.
Yeah, I know like some Japanese cultures, they use like a pickled plum. But it's just that and just the rice and seaweed with like sesame. I'm like, this is not filling. Like when you have rice by itself,
it's filling.
It's filling. You're right.
It's filling.
But like, you're like, I need more seaweed or something.
Yeah, you need some kind of like other flavor component to it, or just some other kind of protein that goes with it.
So yeah, let's. I think it's fair to say we're gonna vote. Japan wins again.
Okay, on to ranting and raving. This is the part of the podcast where we like to bitch about something negative or rant about something positive in our lives. Ben, do you have anything shitty or not shitty or something else going in your life that you want to talk about?
So
you wrote down here, but I don't know if you want to talk about this. Girls who have anime characters as their avatar are really hot, or really but?
Whoa, why did you say but?
I read it word for word how you wrote it down.
Yo, you emphasize too much on something.
This is how you wrote it down. Girls who have anime characters as their avatars are really hot or really butt.
Yes. I specify that because the girls won't know which one I'm talking about now.
Do you want to run
Elaborate?
with this, or do you want to give me something else?
I mean, I feel like I can't really go on it, and I'll just save the other rant then. I think it kind of explains itself. I noticed that sometimes when you're on social media,
And apologies to our heavy female demographic, a percentage of which probably have an anime character as their avatar.
but you'll never know. You'll never know. But what I was trying to say,
God, Ben's trying to offend everyone indirectly.
I'm not. I'm just saying I noticed, that's the thing too. Like they are very, very eccentric too. I gotta say, usually, and it doesn't even look like them. That's the thing too. And I look at it, and then I see them, and it's either you're very conventionally, traditionally attractive, or you're conventionally, traditionally, buttocks. That's the best way of putting it. And I just noticed that trend. So it's like you never know what you're gonna get, But that's life, isn't it?
I don't stand by this statement.
Life is like a box of mysteries.
I don't like to judge people.
Get the fuck out of here.
I only like to judge myself.
Yo, get the fuck out of here. But,
Anyways,
do you agree then?
no comment.
Why can't you? That's Lingjie's way of saying he's agreeing. So guys,
No comment.
so Lingjie is agreeing with me.
No comment. Okay. Let's just talk about how cheap I am now. Recently, I went to I forgot. Oh, I was in Kalahari, which is this water theme park, and they have a little cafeteria deli downstairs, right? So I went there to get coffee in the morning. I got a couple of coffees, and it came out to let's just say it was $9.05, right? And then I went to the lady at the counter, and she did the thing. She's like, "Would you like to round up and donate, to some charity, right?"
Oh yeah.
I'm like, "That's almost a fucking dollar." Okay, I'm gonna. Sure, why not? The next day when I came back and I got the same 3 coffees, I upgraded them all to a large. So my total was $9.85 instead.
Oh shit.
Because I knew she was going to ask me the exact same question. And I'm sorry to whatever charity this is. But I'm like, if I'm going to spend even $10, I'm going to have more coffee than when I did the other morning.
That's so funny.
Is that me being petty, or is that just... Because I specifically, the second day, I grabbed the cups and then I froze and I was like, wait a second. And I did the math in my head. And I made a couple of them larger because I'm like, this will still be under $10, even with the upgrade. And she's going to ask me that question again about rounding up. And, she took my 15 cents the second day, but I felt okay with that.
Okay.
As opposed to my 95 cents the day before.
And you're asking what I think, right?
Am I a bad person?
I'll
Am I being petty?
If you answer my question, I'll answer your...
My thing doesn't offend anybody except for... I don't even know what charity this was.
Oh shit, man. I would
Could
say
have been a dog shelter or something. I don't know.
it doesn't matter. It's still for a good cause. You're a piece of shit. No, shit. I'm in the same boat as you. At least you had the mental gymnastics to be like, oh wait, now I'm prepared. Now you came back ready. And honestly, I would do the exact same thing.
You would, right?
Yeah, because
but you would probably fuck up and get to 10:05.
Yeah, I would do the math, and then I'll be like, oh, can we just make 2 of those large and then the other one medium? How much is that? Well, why do you ask, sir? It's company card. I have a budget.
Budget.
I'll make some budget. I'll make some bullshit up.
Okay, guys, we're at the outro. This is episode 2 of a doubleheader. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit tired at the end. Once again, I'm recovering from COVID-24, and I have decreased lung capacity, so I'm trying my best to get through this without giving up on the podcast.
Yeah.
Ben, thank the people. Tell them about our socials.
Thank you, people. I will be doing more of the social media stuff now.
Ben will be doing all the social media stuff now.
I will be doing that. So, if you see me saying yeah, I'm talking, my daughter, and you're like, wait, Lingjie doesn't have a daughter. I'm talking about my daughter that I didn't know I have.
Like we said on the last episode at the outro, Ben's going to be handling all the social media duties from now on, just to take a little bit of workload off of me. Because up until now, I did all the work. So, so Ben's going to do some of the work. So I think Ben will try to keep telling people that it's him now. Because
I'm going to keep reiterating it. So
it's me, Ben.
Yeah, instead of oh shit, Lingjie, what happened to you? It's oh, it's Ben. It makes sense.
Yes. So if you've been talking on that, if you've been chatting with me on the socials for a while. I'll still be around, but Ben will be there more of the time now.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like Lingjie will still, say like what up and stuff. He's not like saying like I'm just gonna dead you guys. That's not what he's saying.
But Ben will be taking over all the conversations and all the stories and stuff. I'm still gonna be cutting the clips every once in a while. There might be a few less clips. Once again, I'm just trying to lighten some of the workload off of me. So
we could,
most of you guys that listen to the podcast, and especially those that get to this part of it, are like diehard fans. So you really don't give a shit about the clips. Like they're nice to see, but they're not for anything. The social media clips, honestly, are just for growing that particular handle, not necessarily even to drive new listenership. So it's like kind of a different purpose to it, which is why I'm okay continuing the workload for the podcast for you guys here, but kind of like stepping back and doing a lesser load on the social media stuff because that's not as important, honestly.
Right.
Like I much prefer you guys that listen to the podcast as opposed to like those that might only follow us on social media.
Right. We're trying to get back to the basics. We've
been at the basics. We're trying to cut back on the non-basics.
Yes, exactly. That's what it's coming down
and
to.
Just so that I have a more bearable workload going forward, because the more that I can bear this workload, the less likely that we will ever need to actually cancel the podcast.
Right.
That would make me feel ultra bad having to do this. So we're trying to just trim off some of the fat on that. We'll talk about this more thoroughly on the future bonus episode. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. This episode is getting long, so I apologize to future Lingjie. If not, I will see you next week. Hopefully, we will be healthy and recording again. So,
yes.
Adios, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.